everyone, I'm Andrea Hogsett. I'm in the beautiful backyard of CEDARS with Jim Blue, talking about what is CEDARS. So Jim, can you tell me a little bit about this organization?
Sure. First of all, thank you for your compliment about the backyard. It is a wonderful area back here for the kids. Walking path and soccer field. A lot of folks on Pioneers don't know us here, but it's really a blessing to the kids, and we're very grateful. I'm biased, of course, but I think CEDARS is a great organization. We are, in my view, a true grassroots community-based organization. We've been around since the mid-1940s. A lot of times organizations that have been around for nearly 80 years, maybe they lose some of their roots in the community. I'm real proud to say that we have a connectedness, which I think sets us apart from some of the established organizations in our state. We have a true volunteer board of directors of about 16 members who represent a diversity of interests in the community, but all come together for our mission, which is helping kids and families in real difficult situations achieve something very simple: safety, stability, and family. I say that facetiously because it's not often very simple for a child who's been through some very traumatic situations. But if we keep that focus, we've found that we can be effective with a large number of kids in a really unique way that lasts a lifetime.
And there's so many different programs I know CEDARS does. Again, you're trying to help kids in all facets of their life. Can you tell me just about a few key ones?
Well, we have two big categories of care here at CEDARS, and a lot of programs under each category. One is out-of-home care, and that's what we were founded. A safe place for kids to stay that have no other safe place to spend the night. Oftentimes those kids are abused and neglected, are homeless or run away or victimized in some way, and they need a safe place to spend the night. Short-term stay is what we try to do, and bringing in all sorts of support for those kids to try to get them back home. Emergency shelter. We have the only emergency shelter in Lincoln and, in fact, southeast Nebraska, and we're full. Our largest program, this organization, is foster care. This morning we had 212 kids with our wonderful foster parents spread in neighborhoods throughout the community, and apartments. Kids who are like 18 to 21 who are ready to learn some skills of living on their own with all sorts of support from CEDARS and others. The other big category of care is what we call prevention, and we are trying to keep families together in the first place. And of course, the place to start with that is youngest kids, early childhood development. We're at Clinton and Hartley Elementary Schools, Northridge Early Childhood Development Center, Nationally Accredited Child Care Center, and then a range of programs that go into families' homes and work on parenting, work on budgeting, work on self-esteem, work on connectedness of those families with the community to try to stabilize and help those families develop in a healthy way.
And having just like that solid family foundation is so important for the children as they grow up. Yeah. But for the larger part, for the community, what is this bringing to the community here in Lincoln?
Well, we're very pleased with the shift this organization has made to foster care being our largest out-of-home care program. Gosh, in the last 15 years, we have moved out of group homes. We probably had half a dozen group homes and such, and all of those are done. We still have our emergency shelter because that's short-term and more crisis-oriented. But foster care is so wonderful. One, because in no particular order, it engages the community. You can be a foster parent. All you need to do is go to our website and click that button saying, I'd like to learn more. It engages the community, but more importantly, of course, is the kids. What do we expect out of our kids? That they grow up to be productive members of our community. They be great neighbors. And the best way for a child to learn that is to grow up in a family home, in a neighborhood, go into the neighborhood school. And so we're very pleased with that shift that the whole field has made, but in particular CEDARS has made over the last 10 or 15 years.
It really shows that it really does take a village to raise some children, and it's so great having the community come together and really support this organization. Besides foster care, what are some other ways the community can get involved?
Well, I hate to say it, it's a bit tacky. Financial support is, of course, first and foremost. What we do is we try to attract and hire great people to be an important role in kids' lives and families' lives. And we're in the service industry. 90% of our expenditures are salary for great people to work with kids. So financial donations is always first. But not far behind that, volunteer time, and there's a huge range of volunteer opportunities. In a few weeks we're having in this beautiful backyard our annual luau for kids, and there will be carnival type booths set up all over the place. We have volunteer groups coming in and doing the dunk tank. There are hula dancers coming in, and we have events throughout the years for kids, for folks to volunteer. So there's just a whole range of different opportunities to get involved in kids' lives.
And for our viewers who are really interested now and really would love to get involved, where can we send them?
Oh, just call me, that's fine. Call CEDARS and talk to me, that's fine. Or anybody get on the phone with CEDARS, hopefully will be helpful. You know, it's cute to say there's no wrong door, CEDARS. That works for kids, that works for families. I think that works for the community too. Of course, our website is the #1 way to get information and quick access into CEDARS.
Jim, thank you so much for allowing us to be here and talking to you today. It was so great learning about all of the different facets of CEDARS.
My pleasure.
Thank you so much.
It was fun. Thank you.